There are many different types of tea, says our car tester Mathis Kurat. Some people prefer Earl Grey, others like Ceylon Assam. They look similar, but taste different. But if you mix them together, then you get a different, new, interesting taste. This is what sometimes happens to cars. The iconic British Jaguar company was bought by India's Tata in 2008. The new owner has continued to build impressive-looking cars, like the XF. It was developed while Jaguar still belonged to Ford. Mathis describes it as the Earl Grey of modern Jaguars, and we take it out for a drive. Mathis Kurat says the interior is exactly what you would expect from a Jaguar, very high class. Here you have a little storage compartment, but what you won't find is a gear shift lever. That only appears after you start the engine. The same applies to the air vents.
Kleine Drehknopf hier hoch und auch die Lüftung schaltet sich ein und das sieht man daran, dass plötzlich Lüftungsschlitze da sind.
But before he sets off, Mathis has to pack the table and chair. It may not look like it, but the trunk has a capacity of 540 liters. When the seats are put down, that increases to 963 liters. Mathis says the trunk is big enough to put in a full set of golf clubs. And now it's time to take the beast onto the road. The 177 kilowatt 3-liter diesel engine takes the XF from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 7.1 seconds. It also comes in a more and a less powerful version. Mathis likes the chassis of the XF. He says that even very bumpy stretches of road feel comfortable, and you can still drink your cup of tea.
Und man ganz in Ruhe an seinem Tee weiter trinken kann.
Of course, it's much safer to take a break to drink your tea. If safety is your thing, then for an extra 1,550 euros, you can get autonomous cruise control and an emergency brake assist feature. This helps to keep an adequate distance to the cars in front of you. There are some people that still yearn for the iconic design of the XJ with its twin headlights. But this is what the Jaguars of today look like. Sleek lines and an almost coupe-like shape. The only thing that stays the same is the Jaguar logo. And of course, there is still lots of chrome. The compact rear adds a sporty, dynamic touch. According to the manufacturer, the XF diesel, irrespective of which version you take, needs 6.8 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers. We tried our best to save fuel during testing, but we're always above 10 liters. Mathis says that you don't buy a car like this just for country roads. You also want to get out on the Autobahn. Germany has 13,000 kilometers of highways, the third longest network in the world. There's no speed limit on many sections, so we can really put the pedal to the metal. You can even drink tea at high speeds on the Autobahn, according to Mathis. It's not just the pleasant sound of the engine that impresses. It also hugs the road well, even at speeds of 180 or 190 kilometers an hour. But if you want a more sports car feel, then you click on the button with the checkered flag to activate the dynamic mode, to change the chassis, steering, and all the rest. The automatic gearbox can also be changed to make it more sporty. The gears are then changed at higher revs. That's a lot of fun on windy country roads. It doesn't make the XF feel like a sports car, but it does give it a sportier feel. But a word of warning, this also uses a lot more fuel. Matas Kurat has tested a lot of cars, but he always finds something new and exciting. In the XF, his personal favorite is the way the interior lights can be switched on and off. All in all, this is a well-designed and comfortable car to drive. Its price at €58,100 is also competitive. It's a joy to drive, even in typically English weather.